What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our our franchise mode as the New York Islanders. Getting over a cold here, so yeah, got a bit of a cough and everything, but we're gonna get through it today. Okay, so 23-3, you start off great, and we're considering possibly a Spooner trade down the road, or maybe not, because as was just pointed out in the comments, thank you very much. I forgot to check your name, but you know who you are. Spooner's actually listed as a second liner again, which is awesome. And yeah, I'm going to put him back on his natural side and put Konopka there and see what they do now. It's interesting that I'm not too sure what brought this on, but I'm going to roll with it. I mean, if we can keep, you know, if he's listed as a second liner, perhaps he does a lot better now. That's at least my thinking on it, because in the past, I mean, remember when he used to have really good seasons, even on that second liner. Like, these two seasons right here were pretty damn good, especially the 68-point one. So these were when he was still listed as second liner. This was the first year he got listed as that first liner and, you know, didn't have that great of a season. So yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a minus right now. His points aren't good right now. But maybe this line can still turn it around here. I'm kind of excited about that. So yeah, we're gonna switch some things. We're gonna switch that around basically. He's gonna get back on his one-time side because he takes slightly more shots than Konopka, and he has a better shot all around than Konopka. So we're gonna roll with that. And he seems like he's, well, I mean, he has double the goals of Konopka. They have the same amount of points, so it's not like that big of a difference, but hey, you never know. So maybe this is a combination that can get it done. I don't know. He's listed as second liner again, so thank you very much for pointing that out. And I think I'm not going to say we're not going to trade him, but I don't want to trade him yet because, hey, speaking of hey, you know, he's listed as a second liner again, and maybe, you know, he does better now, so that's kind of what my thinking is, at least. So let's get into simming here and see if this team can continue its good performance. Now, it's going to rest a lot on our goaltenders, as they've been great so far. Hopefully they can keep that up, because damn, that's where a lot of our success is coming from. I mean, yes, we do have over 3 goals per game, but however, our goals against is also incredible. So all right, we're going to take this month by month here. Keep checking on. I'm going to keep checking on his role to see if it's going to, like, change back or something, like, weird. Like, if, I don't know. Again, it's, the player roles are weird in this game, and they seem to have a big effect on how players do. Yeah, I think we already traded our qualifying offers. They want, no. Should I, yeah, let me, probably don't want to be, yeah, we don't want to give up Ingram. So let's just remove the stuff from the trade block right now, just so we won't be bothered. Ingram's a little demoralized, interesting. Might be because he's playing weight. I don't know. I don't know why he would be that demoralized, because he's... Usually when you have a goalie starting in the AHL and they play in the AHL the whole time, they usually don't get demoralized for that. So that's interesting. Anyway. Okay, so let's keep it going here. I'm very curious to see... Oh, it's just a mild concussion. That's not too bad. He's a lefty as well, so we could just stick in the dude. He will, you know, he will be in some places that he doesn't quote unquote need to be, or maybe we don't necessarily want him to be. But his defense is not bad, and yeah, he'll be fine. And it's just a minor. It's a mild concussion anyway. He'll, like, I only see him missing like these next 2 games, maybe. Oh man, 2 losses though. So hey, he's available. I guess he'll miss 1 more game, but he'll be good after this, so he's fully healed. Hopefully we don't lose that game as well, but it might happen. If it does, no big deal. We've put ourselves in a great position with our record so far. It's all about just making the playoffs at this point, so answer back with a 5-0 shutout. That's good to see. Alrighty. Looking like we're still doing well. We get shut out right there, but again, it's not that bad. We can afford to lose a few games. I mean, we are 23-3 for God's sakes. I mean, it ain't gonna kill us. Oh yeah, we are scoring at will and doing a decent job of keeping the puck out. Not as good as we were, but I had a feeling that wasn't gonna maintain the whole time. That's incredibly tough to do. But it does give me, I mean, if it doesn't go completely tits up, then I have a lot of faith about perhaps the playoffs. But it does seem like we are allowing a lot more goals here in this month, that's for sure. So yeah, I mean, we allow 3 goals, allow 3, allow 3. You know, there's been a lot of games like that when we're allowing a lot more goals. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that our goaltenders aren't going to look as good right now. But it looks like our offense is actually looking still pretty good. Okay, there's Wong, not quite point a game anymore, but this actually could spell good news for us. It could mean that our second line is doing a lot better. So that could be the silver lining here. Yeah, our goals for actually went up. Goals against, of course, went up, but it was not going to maintain. What was that, at 1.4 something or something crazy like that? Yeah, I wasn't going to maintain that, but I really like how our goals for went up there. That's good news for us. Power play dropped a bit, but hey, were we going to maintain 30%? Not likely. PK, it's still over 80%. I don't like how many we're taking. That's kind of weird. We've always been a really disciplined team. I'll have to check out perhaps who's looking like the culprit there, if there is one. No shorties for, no shorties against, though, so that's nice. Yeah, that's a big ass increase. We've always been a very disciplined team. I'm wondering who it is. I don't see looking like a defenseman, but yeah. Huh. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to worry about it too much. All right, so yep, look at that. Second line. Second line's starting to get better. Spooner obviously still down there, but kind of weird that he's still, but what, 9 points in that stretch right there? In how many games? What do we have? 26, I think. So 9 points in 14. That's a lot better pace than 12 points in 26. So that's a better pace at least. I think that our second line was scoring more. Obviously, our first line slacked a bit, but again, if we get everyone kind of working, then yeah, our second and third line are very similar when it comes to point scoring. So it's gonna take away points from somewhere. But the fact is that our team scoring was up, and I like that. Holy crap, that third line. I love it. That's part of the reason I didn't want to trade for a third liner, like, because they seem to be doing so well together. And Boots, I have done complain really about ice time. No. And because he's got that power play time, so I'm liking that. Yep. Second line plus minus has got better. Fourth line plus minus is up there. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be our forwards taking penalties, really. I mean, yeah, there's some in there, of course, but it almost seems like our defense is taking the most penalties out of everyone. Definitely are. Yeah. Whatever, though. Oh, weird. The Dolan having an off... Wow, he's getting beat by both Bouchard and Blunden. Trippy. And Hay is a minus on this team. Interesting. Alright, well... Actually, both goalies are still doing really well. God damn, look at Volpati. He's getting a bit more games played now. Oh, because, yeah, Fise lost that morale. They're going to start splitting pretty evenly. But still, look at that record. He's got us 22 points in 14 games played. I'd say that's good for a backup. I'd say that's very good for a backup. Yeah, these guys are both doing really, really well. I'm really excited about that. Yep. What can you say? This is great stuff for us. And especially now that we see Spooner being listed as that second liner. Look what happened to our second line. They started producing better. I will have to see it in a larger sample size, but just that month alone, I mean, the 9 points in 14 games played is obviously a lot better than 12 in 26. So that's good news for us, at least. Or we hope. All right. Vernarski jumped up in some growth. That's cool. Oh my god, he's 78 overall now. He's not signed. I wonder if I could sign him now. Sign him now, play him AHL or something. Hold on. Or maybe... No, we have the good lefty. I think Hay is kind of the odd man right now, being the only minus and all, but... Hard to say. How's this guy look? Pretty good. I'll see what he's listed as. I mean, could we use him? Maybe. It's good. All right, let's check out that Vernarski guy. I don't think I was expecting him to grow like that. But why didn't I have him signed if he was 70-something? I'm trying to think of my own logic here. Can be difficult at times. My logic is often flawed. Unless it comes to drafting, then it's pretty good. Other than that, though, I don't get this game. Wait, what am I doing? In the system, there we go. Vernarski, what do you list it as? Top 6, so yeah, lefty on the top 6 side. We're seeming to do pretty well with the guy we have right now, which is Walker, Texas Ranger. Plus player, he's getting a little bit of points here and there. Yeah, it's seeming to work, so I'm less inclined to really swap that around. Hay, on the other hand, is not doing that good. -3, the only minus on our defensive core. But doesn't necessarily mean it's indicative of anything. We'll see. All right, well, let's just continue here. So he's top 6. I couldn't really sign him and play him 8. Well, I could sign him and play him AHL. Though I think you would get put on my... Well, actually, I'll get put on my main roster because my main roster is full. Fuck it. I mean, we have space. I might as well sign him. If he gets put on my main roster, that'll suck. But I don't think he does. Plus, he has to get signed to entry level anyway, so he can get moved up and down. And he won't. Yeah, it won't really matter. Let's get him. If anything, it'll help on my AHL. Not that we even need to help it out, but it's for fun, I guess. Let's sign the dude anyway. There we go. So I am interested to see if he gets, because there shouldn't be any room on my NHL team. Well, this is a nice experiment. Hey, we'll figure this out and right in time for NHL 19. So little things. All right. Excuse me. Okay. This guy can kind of go anywhere. I could stuff him in for this guy, dude. Though, whatever. Ranford, you're kind of done. Both these guys are kind of done. Might as well swap those two. All right. So yeah, we'll do something weird like that. Maybe that improves our AHL a bit. Who knows? AHL's struggling. I don't really care, though. Alright, so we have that guy. And that, again, he's just another utility guy that we can use. And if we want him more than Gustafsson come the playoffs or something, you want to use him as depth over Gustafsson, we can always do that. Swap those two guys. And that'll work. Alright, let's get another month done. This is a pretty sparse month, so not as many games here. So, alright. We still might not see the, what we want to see from the second line or a big enough sample size quite yet, but I think it'll still be a good enough amount of time. So let's see here. Now we're going to really see if Volpati is going to maintain what he maintained in the beginning. That's the big key. Is he going to be able to maintain that? Because as we saw, we definitely started slipping off in that regard, but as of right now, it's still looking okay. A couple losses right there, 4-2. But good wins right there, only allowing 1 or 2 goals against. And yeah, it's looking like we're actually having a really good month defensively overall. Like, yeah, look at all that. Sure, we allowed 4 goals in 2 games, but other than that, it's only been 2 or 1 goal. So yeah, pretty damn good. We're almost at 40 wins already without even 10 regs. We're not even in December yet. Just keep that, or sorry, February yet. We're in January. I can count, and I also know the calendar. How 2 months were added to honor Romans and whatnot. Okay. Yeah, you guys ever wonder why October is 10 instead of 8? Oh! Alright. 38, 9, and 3. Let's see. Yeah, Wong not scoring as much, but there we go. 79 points. We're well ahead of everyone. No one's catching up. How are we doing? Goals for keeps going up. Goals against keeps going up, but it's still below 2. So, I like that. Power plays dropped a bit more. Penalty kill, been hovering around that. We take a lot of penalties now. It's such a big difference. And weirdly, it's coming from guys who we've always had on our team, which is interesting. It's not like we acquired guys who are going to take more penalties. We're just taking more penalties. Just on our own. Whatever, though. Can't really do much about it. Good records in both locations. I think our 5-on-5 scoring is just going up, which is going to take away from our power play. But whatever, it's still over 20%, so I don't care. 20% power play is good. All right, there's Nightingale's actually our goal scorer this year. Wong should still hit 30. I mean, at least. He's almost at 20 right now. I don't think there's any universe where he doesn't hit 30. Nightingale might actually hit 40. That's pretty good. And Barzal's just being a pure playmaker. Brizgalov, nice. Ugh. 30. What? Spooner is. What the fuck? Are you back listed as. No! What the hell? Weird. What's up with Spooner, man? That's interesting. I'm actually not sure. Our team seems to be doing better with him listed as a second liner, but I don't know. It's still kind of weird. Huh. Okay, well, Konopka's doing good at least. Backer's doing great. I mean, third line, yeah. I'm still really hesitant to move Spooner just because now our second line's performing a lot better because he's actually listed as a second line. Again, sure, he may not be the one scoring, but they're still doing good, and our team has been doing, I think, better since that. I mean, at least when it comes to Brizgalov and Konopka, I mean, they're both going to hit 50 points by the looks of it. Spooner might still. It's tough to say, yeah, but I don't know. I'm still liking how everything's looking right now. I mean, they were minuses in before, and now they're not. So, I like. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with it. Yeah, penalties from Bouchard is the one who surprises me. He's got fucking 90 discipline. Like, what? How are you taking that many penalties? Blunden, 85 discipline. Like, that's a little more. But Bouchard, that one makes no sense because he's got 90 discipline. This guy's got 89 discipline. Yeah, that's just a weird. I think we're facing an anomaly right now. I don't think this is indicative of anything penalty wise. It does suck, but whatever. Yeah, so obviously Volpatti not able to maintain what he was doing, but Fise sure as fuck is. No, we haven't got any shutouts since we last checked. But hey, I don't really care. Shutouts are shutouts. They're splitting time well, and they're both performing well. What else can you say? I can't say anything else. Volpatti and Fise are the #1 goaltending duo on the planet. So trading Spooner is still going to be. It's obviously still going to be an option here. I'm still waiting for him to kind of do better, but maybe I should switch him back to how it was before. I mean, at least maybe on the power. I don't know. Let's see here. Can I optimize this better? 12 and 15. 12 and 22. Getting a lot of assists there. Again, could also be because, you know, Bouchard's having a good year. He's taking away some points here. Shot-wise, 102. They both have 102. I can switch him back like that and on the power play. Let's see what he's doing power play wise. What do you got? 2 and 9. Okay, so you're more of an assist guy when it comes to the power play. How about you, Konopka? You're, well, sort of hybrid-ish, I guess. Doesn't really matter what. But it seemed like our power play did better with it like that, at least. So maybe I'll keep 5-on-5 like this, or, you know, let's try it like that. If it drops, whatever. I don't think it matters even that much, but hey. Yeah. I don't know, man, but I'm a lot less inclined to trade. I mean, maybe I'll still trade him because he's too high of an overall. That I know that seems silly as fuck, but this is EA we're talking about, and your really, really good teams always like to lose to really, really bad teams. So, I mean, but we can't. I mean, we'd have to trade quite a few pieces if we wanted to cheese the system at this point. So maybe this is as good as it gets. You know, him being backlisted as second liner. Third line getting a shit ton of points. Maybe this is what we're after. Like, maybe we have basically 2 second lines production-wise, and that could be good. We need as many lines scoring as possible. Right now, we have 3 lines that look like they're going to score, and also, our third line is also doubles as pretty good shutdown by the looks of it. I mean, plus 21 where you're playing, you're almost rivaling the plus-minus of the first line, and, I mean, you have to be locking it down defensively. I mean, look at that. This guy's got how many points total? 34, 2? Yeah, 32. And he's a plus 25. That's impressive. If you consider, you know, I mean, if you can't say that he's been, you know, you can't say that every goal that line has scored he's been a part of, but even if it was, like, that's only a differential of about, what, 7? That's good. That's really good. Like, they've only, you know, only a -7, you know, excluding his points or whatever. Whatever. I'm not making any sense, but in my head it makes sense. I can't explain it, but they're doing very well. Usually, you know, plus minus is kind of it's an imperfect stat, but in this regard, I mean, when you look at their point totals and then look at their plus minus, it's the differential. Like, you look at the differential of this, it's, you know, not as good, especially when it comes to the second line. Obviously not as good, but third line, I think, is really... They're a really good hybrid line for us right now, and we're going to need that in the playoffs, I think. We're going to need to exploit some matchups. If our first line slacks, if our second line slacks, someone's going to have to step up. We're basically just increasing the odds of our success with three lines who look like they can get the job done. And that's what I'm kind of excited about right now. It looks like we have three lines who are really going to get the job done. So now Vernarski's playing. He's not... Oh, wow, Nichols. Good growth. Other than that, pretty standard. McPherson's done. Could probably even trade him, but no, it doesn't matter. If I was continuing, I would trade him, because he doesn't look like he's doing much. All right, well, time to get another month done, I think. I think we'll get up to the deadline here. I think that's, this is the next stretch, right? Deadline time? Yep, we're about to get up to the deadline. All right, this is, we're going to see how the second line's doing after this. Let's see. Oh, that's a big win. Nice win against the former Stanley Cup champions. And a couple losses in a row. That's not great. Don't get all your goals in one game now. All right, so we're at 40 wins already. That's good. We're well before the deadline, already at 40 wins. Okay, we're done there. Time to go over to the SHL. Start on the forwards. Oh, another loss. Interesting. Come on, guys. Don't be losing a bunch of games here. Don't be sucking. Okay, we're just going to suck. We don't want to score. No. Guy can't play defense. Never, ever. I don't like one-dimensional players. No, sir. At least he's a bust. At least that's realistic. Still not worth Hansen, though. Could have got someone to overpay for him instead of overpaying for Hansen. Alrighty. Well, 45, 13, and 4 here. Still a couple games before the deadline, but I'm superstitious. I don't like to end on when there's a game or too close to the deadline, because mistakes can be made. But yeah, after, you know, we had some rough losses in here, but for the most part, after that, the wins were good. Tough loss right there, but still doing good. 45, 13, and 4. Can't argue with those results. And my goodness, first line had a pretty good go right there. We're well in first. No one's catching us. Damn it, New Jersey's still going to make the playoffs. They're our nemesis somehow. And most likely going to win the Presidents. Again, Anaheim's still a good team. Screw you, Grattan. Screw me. Let's see here. Yeah, goals against still below 2 at this point in the season. That's very impressive. It's obviously slowly been going up, but it's very, very hard to maintain an under 2 goals against per game for the entire season. Great. The good news is I think goals for keeps going up. Or no, actually it dropped a bit, didn't it? Yeah, I actually think it dropped a bit right there. Power play still at 22%. Penalty kill is still over 80 and around 82, 83. So, hey, I think that's as good as it gets for us when it comes to the PK. The records are good. Last 10, not the strongest. 6, 3, and 1. So let's see what happened with that second line. Kanaka's doing great. Brizgalov's doing pretty good. Spooner is just still shit. I don't know. I don't know, man. Spooner ain't even getting close to hitting 50 points, dude. He's getting outscored by 2 defensemen and every single guy on the third line. So maybe we do still trade him. That's very weird. Don't know what to say, man. Yeah, I don't. He's great defense. God damn, look at that defense, though. Huh. I don't know. Don't know. But what I do know is Konopka's been great. As is Brizgalov. They're easily hitting 50 points. Huh. So do we still trade Spooner? That's the big question. I didn't want to because I wanted to test out the whole being listed as second line. They overall the line has been doing great, but I mean, Spooner is not still. I mean, he's doing pretty piss poor, to be honest. I mean, he's got 31 points when his other dude's got 40 and 42. And he's being outplayed by all the third line and tied with a top 4 defenseman. Our top two defensemen have more points than him. I don't know. Wong's doing great, though. Nightingale slacking. Yeah, he's dropping, but hey. Goals, I don't even know. He's not going to hit 40 anymore. I was in the back of my mind hoping he'd hit 40, but now that well, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Very interesting. Very interesting, especially Spooner. I think it still might be best to trade him. I think maybe it's just his overall is too good. Like, I know that seems stupid, but like, what else can you how else do you explain it now at this point? Like, the dude's got a good shot. He needs to take him. If he took more, that'd be great. But his offensive stats are good. Defensive stats are really good. That's his part of the reason I'm really hesitant. But oh wow, so is Brzgalov's though. So hey, thinking with those stats, they should probably even be better. So maybe maybe Spooner is the guy. And maybe, again, I don't even necessarily want to move Butsayev up. I want to get like a, I think I want to get like a, I don't know, like maybe a two-way forward second liner or something. I know that was suggested. Yeah, man, but he's doing way better on the power play than he did last year, so that's good at least. But I don't know. It's so hard to say. It sucks, man. It's hard to make the decision right there, because god damn, look at these penalties. Screw you guys. Oh, sorry. There's the penalty minutes. I was looking at plus minus. Okay, actually got a little bit better. They only took like 2 minors, but hey. Good plus minuses. Dahlin finally caught back up in points, but damn, dude, he's going to have one of his weaker years here. Way, way weaker. Yeah, I don't even know if he'll hit 50. Yeah, he might not even hit 50. That's crazy. Wow. Oh my god, and then Volpati's got a lot more game. What the fuck? All of a sudden, Volpati was like the starter there for a bit. Weird. Yeah. I might want to go manual. You guys can let me know if I should go manual rotations, but or maybe I shouldn't, because he's listed as a starter now. So I probably do want to get him a bit more. Well, then I don't know. That's hard to say. I could go manual rotations and play Fuse a bit more, or save him for the playoffs. Is fatigue a thing? I don't know. I don't even know if fatigue's a thing. Wow, though. This is a tough call. Konopka and Brzgalovich. Wow, Konopka's power play numbers are crazy good. Man, I don't know. Oh wait. Yeah, I should check from here. So I'm gonna look for possible trade. Dudston maybe trade for, but I'm gonna search for. I don't know. This might be an insufficient way to do it, but I want to see. Okay, obviously it can't be Stokes. No. Forsbacka Karlsson does actually take quite a few shots, and remember, wasn't he on this, or was he on the first line? He's listed as second line. We could check that in a bit. Forsbacka Karlsson. I was already looking into that guy, perhaps grabbing him. Now, he's got decent offensive stats. His defense isn't as good, but if he is indeed playing second line, that's huge for us. Colin White's still here. Holy. All right, let me check on Florida real quick. He's still in Ottawa. That's impressive. Ooh. Power forward on LA. Unlikely that they'll want to trade him. Oh my god. He's a minus, but he's probably on the first line. Okay, I want to check out Florida real quick. I want to see where Forrest Baca-Carlson is playing, because I was thinking about getting him and playing him on the wing before. Good, like, two-way forward guy. If he's on the second line with that amount of shots, I don't think he is. Oh my fucking god, he is. I think we trade for Forrest Baca-Carlson. It's 4 years left. That sucks, but we are ending this, so we can afford to take on a dumbass contract. It's a tough call, yes, but he's got a good shot still. Really good shot. Really good wrister. Pretty damn good slap shot. Not incredible defensively, but it's solid. And the other two guys on that line are really good defensively. Plus, our top forward guys are really good defensively. Kiprusoff and Bouchard. They've been a solid pairing for a while now. And he's on the second line with that amount of shots. Now, he's playing with two guys who are really, really good offensively, awareness-wise. And, oh, that's still... 126 shots was a lot. Martinuk is 126 shots. I mean, that's even more than I think Spooner and Konopka. Let me check that real quick. 126, right? Or might actually be less. It probably is going to be less. Very close. Very, very close here. Brizgalov shoots a lot more. I mean, but maybe... if we get Forrest Baca-Carlson in there, maybe Brizgalov will shoot a bit less, and then, yeah, this guy's got that high awareness, seems to produce more like a playmaker. This guy might fall back into more of a hybrid role, and then it's a two-way forward there as well. And with that in mind, we can still switch him and Butsayev around if it comes to that. I'm kind of liking that. I'm kind of liking going after Forrest Baca-Carlson. He takes a shit ton of shots. Now, the other option was Colin White, and he was still in Ottawa. Now we got to obviously see where he is with those shots. Probably on the second line as well, in that center spot. So I appreciate this. I didn't even think of this. Someone actually suggested I check out. I think was that you, John Nicholas? That might have been you. Oh, he's on the fucking third line with that amount of shots, and that amount of production. Dave, it's our old Langenbrunner. You remember Langenbrunner? I do. Oh, he's got some shitty ass line mates. He's probably all right. What's the power play? I got to be Colin White on that. Yep, okay, that would make sense. So Colin White's got that amount of shot with third line time, and oh, it takes quite a few penalties though. We don't need more of that. Better contract, but again, well, better term. I remember good old Langenbrunner. All right, anyway. So I'm really liking Forrest Baca-Carlson. It'll be a shitty contract towards the end of it, but I mean, we could always still move it before it gets shit again. That just looks good to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we might need a few more shots on that line. Like, okay, let me just do a. Let me look here. Konopka. Let's see how many total shots we're getting on this line. 130. Brizgalov is a lot more. 158. And then Spooner with only like one something shitty. 115. So they have 403 shots combined on that line. All right, so 403 shots. Now I'm just gonna compare second lines here. 403 shots. So I want to see what that Florida line has combined shots. Because that could spell something. So 403, 126, plus 217, plus they're almost up to it. This guy's, oh, actually, well, 422. So just only a bit more. But trading this shot rate for Spooners would push us over the top. I don't know, man. It's all signs point to this being a potentially a good move. Yes, Spooner's defense is really good, but is it being utilized as a sniper? You know, that's what you have to ask yourself. Is that being utilized? Now, maybe hindsight, I could have changed him to two-way forward and see how he simmed for that, but it might be a bit too late for that. Or we've only got like a month and a half to see if that's going to do anything. because he's going to want way too much money next year. That's just the long and short of it. And if we're thinking in terms of that, I mean, yeah, we're going to be gone, but yeah. It's, I don't know. I think maybe sniper, playmaker, two-way forward would be the optimal. I don't know. It's seeming to make sense in my eyes. And remember all these teams that we seem to lose to when it comes to the playoffs. They have a lot of power forwards and two-way forwards scattered not only throughout their lineups, but at least two in their top six usually. Now, we only have one of those in Nightingale. If we got one right here, maybe that's what we need. I don't know, man. It seems to make sense to me. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? That's my logic, at least, behind this. How's your plus minus? Okay. Still only got one goal. It's fucking hilarious. I got one goal. And that's his only point. Alright, anyway. So yeah, now, yes, will kind of suck not having Butsayev, but his defense isn't incredible. And he seems to do well where he is. Doesn't take any penalties. And he produces kind of more like Brizgalov. Which do we need? Maybe not. Maybe we need the two-way forward who's more the pure goal scorer, and maybe that'll let Brizgalov fall back into what he needs to do. Now, don't get me. Now, he takes a good amount of shots. I like that. I like that he takes that many shots. I mean, it's more than Barzal. Now, will he take... Now, you gotta wonder, will he take away shots from Forsbacka Karlsson? Even if he does, I don't think it... Will it matter that much? I don't know. So, that's at least my thinking behind it. Get another guy who shoots a bit more. And Konopka is more the assist type guy with that really, really high awareness. And again, maybe Brizgalov, he has high awareness too. Maybe he can still fall back into that role. And if you look on the back end, Bouchard, with his ridiculously high awareness, I mean, it could be what we're looking for. It could be what we're looking for here. Trading Spooner for Forsbacka Karlsson, you know, a couple other assets. And everything else is good. Fourth line is plus, our pluses. They're seeming to do well together. Third line are massively plus. Oh my god, like that's just filthy. I do not want to break them up just because they're so good together. And if we get something like this... My bad, I accidentally knocked out my mic cord, so it would have cut off right there. Luckily, I didn't not notice it. Okay, what the fuck was I talking about? Yeah. Anyway, Forsbacka Karlsson there. It could be, like I said, it could be what we're looking for. Spooner's just not really getting the job done. He has great defense, but it doesn't seem to be being utilized with how he is. If I wanted to try him out as like the, you know, the two-way forward, change him to that, I should have done that earlier, and I didn't really think of it. But, you know, he was listed as that second line. That's what I was testing out. I didn't think about his player type. But yeah, I'm really, really leaning towards going after Forsbacka Karlsson. You guys can let me know what you think about that, but it seems to make sense for us right now. It really does. I don't know. You guys, that's just my logic, and it looks good. I mean, the amount of shots he's taken, like, even if he takes a bit less shots, even if his rate goes down a little bit because of Brizgalov, like, but will it, though? Because, what, Brizgalov's 158. What was that other guy? Was he one of the 130s? I have to check again. See if they're... And, yeah, of course, you know, Spooner took more shots than that playmaker they had. Oh, yeah, quite a bit less. Okay, so... But then, I mean, you got to think, you know, maybe Brizgalov is taking more shots simply because there's not a shooter. I really like this guy. I really think this could work. He's got decent offensive stats. He doesn't need to have the really high awareness. The other two guys have that. He's got good passing still, and, you know, he's got a good shot. And he's got decent defense. And he takes a lot of shots. Good discipline. Not very aggressive. Doesn't take penalties. That's, yeah. It just seems like a match made in heaven. They're not going to have a, you know, center. They can move up Mangone. Oh my, what the fuck? I'll be helping them, honestly, with this move. They can optimize themselves better. They're going to have some weird stuff. I don't know where they're going to put what's... Yeah. Actually, I'll probably hurt... I don't care. Spooner. It's going to be tough having Spooner around here, but... We're going to have to face him, but hey. Whatever. Alright, well... We've talked about it enough. Now we got to put it to a decision. What do you guys think? Should we get Forsbacka Karlsson? Should we make that move? Does that benefit us? I think it does. I think our second line could do a lot better. And plus, it would give us another two-way forward, and player types do seem to matter when it comes to that sim. I'm just thinking about, you know, the teams that seem to beat us, i.e. New Jersey, always seem to have, well, despite being cheese, always seem to have a lot of two-way forwards spread throughout, and a lot of them in that top 6, so. All right, that's my logic behind it. You guys can let me know about that, but everything else, I like how it's looking right now. Our record's good. The goaltenders are still going good. I might switch to manual goalie rotations to give Fisey a few more games there, or just let it run how it is. All right, so you guys let me know about all that, especially the trade. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If watching my videos just isn't enough Cyn for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other Cynners out there. The links to both are in the description.